Good morning from Boise, Idaho, actually Meridian, Idaho. And this last few weeks, everybody was going to parade homes, I'm sure, looking at all the new construction, considering builders that they might want to build their new homes. My video is about James Clyde Homes. James Clyde built a house for us in 2013. So I'd like to share some of my experiences specifically with him as a builder. The first thing I'd like to show you is this furnace. You can see there's rust in here. There's rust on the bottom of this door. And then there's rust down in this area here. So when I brought this to their attention, they said, "Oh, that's no big deal. That's a normal thing. Don't worry about it." Well, it turned out that this clamp was loose. So the condensation that was building up in here from the furnace area, which is normally vented out to the vent stack, was leaking. And you can see it's pretty obvious. That's where the water pooled directly down from where this clamp was loose and proceeded to rust out the bottom area down here. That's just one thing. I'll share with you some other things. Now, there are a lot of good builders in this area. Biltmore Homes, Brighton, Tahoe Homes, a lot of excellent builders here. Shadow Mountain, and they do a good job of building a house. However, James Clyde skips on things, and this is another thing. So basically, this area over here, the side of the house, was originally too high when the house was built. I had a home inspector, and I advise you to do the same thing. If you're having anybody build your house, hire a home inspector, pay the $300, and save yourself some headaches. But this area of the home here was high, and I complained about it when the home was being built, and they really didn't do anything about it. Well, as it rained, these downspouts here, which were draining into a 3-inch drain, literally overflowed the top and flooded this entire area. Now, this is a closed foundation. It's a conditioned crawl space, so you might think, well, it's not really a big concern. Except what happened, this entire area that you're looking at here was completely underwater. And right there is the only access point into the foundation. That's where the dryer vent comes out. So water was almost to the dryer vent. So basically what I had to do at my expense is reinstall 5-inch drain pipe, which should have been done in the first place. This is 5-inch drain pipe. I bought 100 feet of this for $60. The 3-inch, which is the stuff that he used, it's about $39. So rather than spend the extra 20 bucks to do the job correctly and to solve the problem, I guess saving $20 was more important to James Clyde. So now I'd like to show you a couple other things. One of them is the gate out front. And I've actually fixed this gate 5 or 6 times. And all of these things were not things that happened over time. Normally things are going to happen to a home. You're going to get settling. You may get some slight cracking of certain things, but these are defects from the original build that were never corrected. Now this particular gate here, I've actually fixed this gate 5 or 6 times. And the main problem with this gate is this post right here is not in line with the post across from here. And so you can see where I've had to plane this down in order to get that gate to fit properly. It still doesn't fit properly. So at some point in time, I'm going to have to remove these posts on this side and reinstall the gate correctly. There's a couple other things I'd like to share with you. So once again, before you have someone build a house for you, talk to people. Not necessarily referrals that they give you, because those are going to be the best referrals. But go around and you can see the model homes. People here are pretty friendly. if you go up and talk to them and ask them about their experiences, they'll give you an honest answer. And I'm just sharing my experience with James Clyde Homes. Now in here, the bathroom is the other area that's under a major concern. And the lights in our bathroom are not centered. You can see this light is probably 3 to 4 inches from the edge of the mirror. This light over here is actually almost even with the mirror. Again, this is just poor workmanship of the original build. Another issue in here is the shower. The shower turned out horribly. You can see here, wasn't even properly grouted in that area. We missed this. I didn't even notice this until my wife told me about it. There's actually grout that's not even there on the whole section of this particular tile. And there's a substantial amount of cracking all the way around this shower. All the way around it in the back corner there. Now, again, these are things that were defects in the original build that they failed to correct. And I spent a considerable amount of time on this home. I actually was here every day during the construction process and actually caught a lot of things that were done incorrectly. And those things I made them fix. Sometimes they reluctantly did it. And if I dealt with the subcontractors directly, they were willing most of the time to fix whatever the problems were. So those are just some of my experiences with James Clyde. Would I have him build me another house? No. There are other builders in this area that are very, very excellent. Hines Construction, Stacy Construction, Biltmore Homes, Tahoe Homes. Shadow Mountain builds a very, very excellent home. So these are things that you may want to consider before you have James Clyde build your new home.